Hi parents, my name is Matt VanDiepen. I am the programming and Python teacher. This is my 22nd year of teaching, and I've been pretty much teaching programming for most of my career at LT, and I was at Naperville North before this. So I've been doing this for quite some time. Just to kind of give you a heads up about this class, it's a beginner's level class. Most students who take this class, it's kind of expected that they've never taken programming. Now, if they have, hopefully they'll enhance their programming by learning this language. And the reason that I'm teaching this class is that a lot of students that I've had in the past, when they've gone off to college, they've said that Python is one of the first languages that they've learned. So I felt that this class can be very beneficial for your son or daughter, and I'm hoping that they enjoy it. Um, Again, being my third year teaching this class, there has been some really great kids that have come through, just done some amazing work. But here's the thing about this class: being a beginner's level class, I'm not asking for kids to do these amazing programs. If they can, I encourage it, absolutely. But for most of all, the type of class that I'm teaching right now is a beginner's level class. So at anybody that's taking this class should be able to manage to get through this class. We're not going to be doing graphics. We're going to be doing some basic programming and learning how to program through the basics. The screen that I have in front of me is a program called repl.it. Your son or daughter should be able to access this software using the internet, and this can be accessed from either ThinkPads, laptops, tablets, possibly even their phone, from what I've been told, and as well as Apple computers. So that's what's great about this. But of course, they will need internet access to be able to access these assignments. So what I have here in front of you is an example of a program that I had the students create just recently, and it's the school song. So they basically had to kind of format it, make it look nice, and show me that they were able to accomplish this. And I believe at this point, all students have been able to do this up to this point. We are going to continue on to keep starting to make more complex programs. And as we get through this, the advantage is that the students have myself. We also have Mr. Saman, who will also be there to assist the kids if they're struggling. So if you or your children need to get in touch with me or Mr. Saman, my email address is mvandiepen at d204.lths.net. Greg Saman is gsaman at d204.lths.net. I am the one that will be going through the class with the kids. Mr. Saman will be kind of on the side, but again, there as an assistant as in the class. So what's nice is the kids will have at least two people as resources. I will also be asking the kids to go to Canvas. In Canvas, just to kind of show you, in Canvas I have the Lion Day, Gold Day, and Blue Day, so it lets the kids know when classes are starting and when they end. I have some links here for the kids to click on, and you can notice that I have every day set up for either my A day or my B day with the kids. And then something that they can do is they click on a link, and that link actually opens them up to a page where they have to do an assignment. This assignment here shows that it is 20 points, have some information on what I'd like them to do. And what they do is after they get this, they will work on the programs using repl.it, and we'll continue on to keep moving through. Now, again, going back to Canvas, a lot of places for the students to see not only what their assignments are, but what's going on for the day. I've also got on here the syllabus. The syllabus is down here. You can go to that and read it. Please read up on the formative assessments and summative assessments. Formative assessments are basically assignments that the students have to work on. It's practice. And then there's the summative. The summative is actually for grades. If they complete all the formatives, hopefully they'll do well then on the summatives. That's kind of the idea. But as we go through this, if they want to retake, they can retake the summative. But they have to go through some steps before they're going to be able to retake. They've got to go to assignments, and there's a form that they actually have to fill out called summative retake answer sheet. They have to fill that out. They have to get in contact with me in order to do that within up to a certain amount of time. Okay. So if you need more information about this, please email me about this. Some other things is it says grades, but technically I'm not going to be really putting grades there. I'll be putting the grades in Infinite Campus, and that is over here. This is where the grades will be set up. Again, formative assessments will be on this page as well in these gradebook, as well as summative. Formative, they might have a 5 out of 10. That means that they didn't complete the assignment, and it's not going to hurt their grade, but it won't allow them to retake something that's a summative. Only the summative is what's going to count against their grade for these classes, okay? And I'm sure that you probably have heard this from some of the other teachers. Going back to Canvas, again, going to the home page, I have the link for your son or daughter to click on. If they're a gold day with me, they click on this link. If they're a blue day, they click on this link. And again, so we have basically a lesson of what we're doing that day so the kids have an idea of what they should be working on, okay? Again, if you have more questions, please email me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to cover. Chapter 1 notes, summative programs. Let me show you again the assignment page. This is where they will be getting their assignments. Basically, they're going to be hooked up with Google Docs, but when they're submitting their assignments, they're actually going to be putting them into this location. So they're going to be submitting formative assignments and summative assignments. If you want to become an observer for this, you actually can go through. If you go to YouTube, there's some links on how to set yourself up as an observer for Canvas, and that'll kind of help you so that if you want to kind of keep track and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing on there. And any test that we take in this class is going to be a production test. So it'll actually be something that they get to work on, that they can look at old programs for it to help them, and then they would turn that into me after a certain amount of time. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else on REPL. A couple things that I will be asking the students to do is I'm going to ask them to turn their programs, their REPL.IT programs, into a location in my classrooms. And so if your son or daughter's in period 5, they would locate the information there, as well as if they're in period 2, they would locate the information there. Okay, so I know this is going to be kind of brief. Typical grading scale from what I understand. And please, again, be patient with me and with your son or daughter. A lot of this stuff, like I've used Canvas before, but not to the degree of what we're doing now. Using Zoom, and again, Zoom is good, but we still haven't really been trained very well on a lot of this stuff. So a lot of this stuff is still kind of new for us. So I hope you understand, as we go through this. My goal is to keep them engaged. My goal is that they attend the class periods and they're working. Okay, that's what I would like to see. If they're not doing their work, you will probably hear from me. But I'd like you to be proactive and kind of keep up on your kids just to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing as well. Okay, if you have any questions, again, VanDiepen at d204.lths.net, and this way email me and I can hopefully address your concerns. I'm usually pretty good about getting back to parents within 24 hours, 48 hours. It depends on the weekend, or if that's when you're asking me or something like that. But I hope this explains enough to you about Python. My recommendation would probably be that they take this class first, then maybe Mobile Makers, which is Swift language, which is an Apple language. They can learn how to create apps. And then there's AP Computer Science, which is typically what students will be taking at the college level, as well as there's a variety of other classes. We've got web page design, we've got PC repair. So there's a lot of good classes that the kids can take to help advance them and to make them hopefully better programmers. I hope they enjoy the class. And I know under the circumstances with it being remote learning, at this point, hopefully we'll be back in school soon. I'm not sure when that'll happen, but I think it'll be better for the kids at that point in time. Okay. Hope you have a great night. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it wasn't too crazy, but doing the best that I can. All right. Take care.